Greetings, my name's Toby from Gizmo Media, and this is part 3 in a video series titled Why You Need Content Marketing for Your Business Today. Part 1 is exactly that, covered why you need content marketing. Part 2 was about how to set up a smart strategy to produce content for your business. And in this part 3, we're going to cover a couple tips on how to get your content produced in-house, how to do it efficiently, and how to get plenty of mileage for what you produce. All right, let's get into it. First off, the two tips would be leveraging technology and slice and dice method. Slice and dice method is how you carve up your content and get more mileage out of it. But let's start with this. And let's kind of first cover what you should produce. Let's just say a good starting point for a lot of businesses would be produce 2 quality blog posts in a month. But these need to be significant posts. They need to have between 1,000 and 2,000 words, and they need to have multiple images, with them. So there's been a lot of research on that length of the blog post, what gets engagement. It definitely needs to be over 1,000 words. I was actually on a webinar today and heard the number 1,800 words thrown out as the ideal post size length in order to get engagement. But that's a significant piece of content, right? So how are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? If you like to write, if you like to type, well, maybe you just start out writing and typing and you'll have it. But let's say that you might do better, or it might be faster, more efficient for you if you were to speak this content. And that's what I would prefer and what I do. So I would make an outline, and then I would just speak the content into a recorder and come up with an MP3. And then from there, I would use the cloud. I would use the IBM Watson computer to translate my MP3 into text. It's very accurate, comes back very quick, and you can get signed up with these guys. I don't think it costs you any money up front. You will have to put a credit card in, but they kind of give you some minimum levels of work you can do, and they'd only bill you if you go over it. And it's a significant amount that you can use, because I've gone many months and used the service but not been billed because I didn't do it enough. So that's a very good option and good pricing. If you don't like that, you could try another option. Would be to go with smartphone apps. That's another option you could try. These are, I'm sure there's a bunch of them out there. Just try one of these. You could also speak into it and get your text that way. So anything that just helps you get that content produced is what you need. Let's take a look at the blog post. A typical blog post is going to look like this. It's going to look like a headline. You got multiple images. So I've got a headline, the image, the text. Then I kind of introduce a new subhead, another image that goes with that, and the text that goes with that. Then on again, another subhead, image, text. So think of that. That's what you're trying to produce. 2 of those a month. Well, you want to get the maximum distribution from each post that you make. And in order to do that, you don't want to waste your efforts, so you want to use every format option and social platform that's really right for your customers. There may be, if your customers fall into a fairly tight demographic, well, that demographic has preferences on what they like for social and what they use. So you need to, if you have a pretty broad audience, then you could go broad on your platforms. But let's get into how we can use those. What you want to do is take each of those sort of subheads that's in that long blog post, and each of those can be a separate post then. And I would use those separate posts for your social media. And each of them then, as you do that post, you will want to link it back to your main blog post on your website. So there you go. You could have them on, these could be Facebook posts. These can be things on LinkedIn. They can be, those images can go on Instagram. Just that way you produce those 2 long pieces of content, but you break it up so you have multiple posting options from that one piece of content. All right. Now, not only can you use the text, you can also get a video made from this. In other words, there's apps out there that would take these four images that you have, say in this example post, and they rotate through the images and they make those part of the on-camera shot. They'll move them around a little bit, so there'll be some motion, but it'll just be the image. And then you could take that audio file that you started out with and match it up to the video with those images, and now you have a video to put on your YouTube channel. So you got to get creative on how you use your content. But there's an idea to get more mileage out of what you produce from the one piece of content. So there you have it. Some tips to help ease the burden of producing content for your business in-house. I hope these help you out. In the next video, we're going to talk about how to promote content after you've produced it. All right, have a good one. Thanks.